What's going on, fellas? It's your boy Manpreet, aka MMA Lock of the Night, and obviously on Twitter at MMALOTN. We are back with another Prize Picks Tips. This time it is the UFC 260, UFC Vegas 26 edition, headlined by Michelle Waterson and Marina Rodriguez. Obviously, for the entire card breakdown, you guys just go over to my channel. I got the Lockcast episode, I got the Lockcast live episode going over the card from bottom to top, and as well as a bunch of other content. Not to mention on Friday night, we'll be doing the 9 p.m. Eastern Ultimate Weigh-In show, going over the card from bottom to top with a group of friends that I got put together for this weekend. Really looking forward to that. But this show is the Prize Picks Tips show. Again, I'll put the scoring system up as I always do, just to remind people of what they should be looking for when they're breaking down these fights from a Prize Picks Tips perspective. And then obviously, giving you guys my 3 best tips for this weekend to hopefully turn $20 into $100, $40 into $200, whatever it is. But I always give you guys my 3 favorite ones, and it's no different this time. I got 2 different trios that I put together for this card already, but I'll give you guys one of them right now, and we'll kick it off right away with Ludovic Klein. He's currently lined at 101 fantasy points. I'm going to go with the under there. I think that this is going to be a tougher task for him against Mike Trizano than it was for him against Shane Young. Now, a lot of people are expecting him to go out there and get that first round knockout once again. I don't see that happening. I think Trizano, even if Klein wins, I see this fight going the full 15 minutes, but I don't think that we'll see him notch that 101 point mark, as I think that he won't be landing as successfully as he did against Young, and obviously I don't think he'll be able to get that finish either, which will definitely make us come under that 101 point mark. Klein, I think he has a ton of upside. I think he has a ton of potential, but I think he is running into some trouble here with a very tough Trizano, right? Trizano training out of Tiger Showman's camp, training on a day-to-day basis with guys like Jimmy Rivera, Julio Arce, Shane Burgos, Lyman Good. So you know for sure he's been feeling the heat inside the gym, and he will be ready to go with whatever Ludovic Klein is going to bring to him inside the cage this weekend. Now, Trizano obviously coming off a pretty extended layoff. The last time we saw him get choked out by Grant Dawson back in 2000 and I believe early 2019, late 2019. But either way, it's been a long time since we've seen him inside the cage. I think he'll look fine coming back here. He looked fine at the weigh-ins, looked to be on point. I thought the size difference would be a little bit more noticeable in favor of Trizano. Doesn't seem like that height difference is there at all. Maybe the metrics are off. I thought it was 5'11 for Trizano for the 5'7 Klein. I'm assuming the numbers are completely off, but we'll see how much that comes into play once they step in the cage with one another. But regardless, I still am going to go with Ludovic Klein getting under 101 points here on a Prize Picks. Next up, I'm going with minutes here. So the next 2 are going to be minutes. I'm going over 14.75 minutes for Jeff Neal against Neal Magni. I don't think either guy's going to get a finish here. I think both guys are quite durable. The only times we've seen Neal Magni finished was by Lorenz Larkin, Santiago Ponzinibbio by knockout. Obviously, Lorenz Larkin chopped down his legs for the first 3.5 minutes and then knocked him out with some punches. And then the Santiago Ponzinibbio fight took him 3.5 rounds to chop down the legs of Magni and then finish him in the 4th round. And then the other finishers, Damian Maia, Rafael Dos Anjos, but we don't have to worry about black belts in jiu-jitsu coming here and spoiling the party for Neal Magni. Jeff Neal, if he comes out there and starts ripping leg kicks to Neal Magni, yeah, I'm going to be sweating this out a little bit, but historically speaking, he's been more of a power puncher and head kicks, body kicks, not so much focusing on the legs as much as Santiago Ponzinibbio and Lorenz Larkin have done in the past. So, yeah, no matter who wins this fight, I think it's going to happen via decision, and I think that the over 14.75 is a solid spot here, as I do expect this fight to go the full 15 minutes. Both guys are durable, like I said, and I'm actually picking Magni to win the fight. So if Magni wins, more often than not, his win condition is that decision, and I'm going to be hitting that as well too. So I like Magni by decision here, and in terms of the Prize Pick spot, I'm going to go with the over 14.75. Lastly, we got Dawkis I'm going to go with the under 10 minutes here. I'm expecting absolute chaos between him and Hawes. Hawes, obviously, with a very early upside in terms of getting the knockout, a very big power early on in his fights, but he does start to suck wind the longer a fight goes. And at that point, I expect Dawkis to take over, land some good shots on the feet. He is improving in his striking realm, but his bread and butter is his jiu-jitsu. 8 out of his 10 victories have come via submission. I expect him to get another submission this weekend when he takes down Phil Hawes, or if he ends up on his back against Phil Hawes, I think he can throw up a submission off of his back or pull a reversal, get some ground and pound from on top, or get a submission from on top, whatever it may be. I'd kind of be surprised if this fight goes to the third round. I like the under 2.5, so we get an extra 2.5 minutes. But in terms of minutes for prize picks, they're only giving us 10. And I feel comfortable enough with taking the under here. We kind of got saved last week with Yuri Prochazka. I believe we had the under 9 minutes and it just hit, or under 10 minutes. And then the line actually started moving. And I had people hitting me up with saying, now it's 7 minutes, now it's 8 minutes. How do you feel about it? And unfortunately, I told him that I still felt safe about it as I expected chaos. And we did get chaos. Unfortunately, it happened a couple minutes too late, and some people didn't end up cashing on that. With this one, I am slightly skeptical because I feel like we might need the first couple minutes of that third round. But I am confident enough in giving you guys the under 10 minutes here, as I do believe we'll get a finish. We will get some action. I don't think we'll see Dawkis succumb to the pressure and the grappling and the clinch work of Hawes like Imavov did last time around. Dawkis has definitely better cardio, definitely does better work in the clinch, and obviously is more centered around in terms of grounding fights. And I think that Hawes is the better wrestler here, but once his cardio starts to take a bit of a hit, I think he's going to have trouble dealing with the takedowns that the Dawkis is going to be throwing at him. And then Dawkis, obviously, we saw at the weigh-ins this morning, he's much, much bigger than him, and I think that's going to come into play here. And I'm going to take Dawkis to win this fight via submission, and I'm going to take the under 10 minutes because I do think it hits within the second round here. So there you guys have it. And just wrapping this thing up on the back end for you guys, I got Ludovic Klein going under 101 points. I got Jeff Neal and Neal Magni going over 14.75 minutes. And then I got Kyle Dawkis and Phil Hawes to go under 10 minutes. And those are my favorite prize picks tips. And I don't think I led the show off with this, but please do give some love to prizepicks.com. Use promo code UFC100 and they'll match your initial deposit up to $100. Trust me, you're going to want to use every single one of those dollars. And not to mention, it's another great avenue for you guys to go out there and try to win some money off the UFC. Obviously, there's DraftKings. Obviously, there's straight out betting. And now you guys got prize picks in your life. But make sure you guys use that promo code UFC100 to make sure you guys take full advantage of that $100 deposit match that they'll give you guys. Trust me, you guys are going to enjoy it. All right, good luck on your bets this weekend. Good luck on your DraftKings lineups this weekend. And most importantly, good luck on your prize picks tips. Show me those prize picks slips. If you guys have me on Twitter, make sure you guys follow me at MMALOTN on Twitter. Snip it, take a screenshot, send it over to me. Let's see if I can help you guys out at all. Give you guys my thoughts on what you guys come up with. But good luck, and let's kill the bookies this weekend, and let's kill prize picks as well. Shout out prize picks once again. See you guys this next weekend. Good luck on your bets.